Hello folks, Florentine Saint-Yves here. The third event of the third anniversary, called Duel of Thrones, is available, so let's break it down. First, this is another event that asks you to spend gems to play. I fear that if you have no gems left, you won't be able to do much. We know that the next one is Wave of Love, and at least for this last one, you will be able to get something even if you don't spend gems, so I hope you saved your charm items, stamina drafts and the like, as this will be your only opportunity to do good without spending anything. Let's pray that the featured hero will be great. Now the Duel of Thrones event, pretty much like the two previous ones, has a play part and a spin the wheel part. For this week, it's all about playing, and the spinning part should be seen only as a bonus. You'll get way more points and thus items from playing rather than spinning, unless you're a big whale. There are two types of points, orbs and scepters. The orbs shop focuses on the Don Quixote hero, his maiden and their skins. Getting Don Quixote this week comes as a surprise. He is a decent event hero. You can see him as an improved version of Elise if you build him to max. He's around 15th place in terms of raw potential, not bad at all, so definitely a hero to consider adding to your lineup should you haven't already. The Scepters shop focuses on a brand new military hero, Erik the Red, his maiden and their skins. Latest Brunhilde skins come as an alternative if you don't want to commit to a new hero. Erik the Red is a strong military hero, with a 773322211 military lineup and 300% military bonus paragons. I think this makes him the third strongest military hero behind Bors and Hans if you just consider the military side. As such, I know a lot of players will just go for him, but please remember that you won't be able to build him to full yet. You will have to commit to later events to make him stronger and stronger. Don't be too impatient and avoid spending too much here, he will eventually come back. Basic gameplay revolves around two items, dueling tokens and coin pouches. You use dueling tokens to fight either a castle boss or a champion player. Depending on whom you attack, you will get either orbs or scepters. You can buy dueling tokens for 30 gems apiece, so we will use this cost for later calculations. Coin pouches are used to fast clear a level. If you are not the champion of the castle, you can only get orbs with them, but if you are said champion, you get to choose if you want orbs or scepters. You can't directly buy coin pouches, but they are available on the limited offers shop. Map is made of 10 castles with 3 levels each for a total of 30 levels. You can pretty much clear them all with one dueling token for every level. You will need to do that to access to the final castle, 10-3, because this is the castle that gives the best exchange rates for your dueling tokens and coin pouches. You only want to use this one to trade, forget about all others if you're not going for the champion count rankings. Here are the exchange rates from the 10-3 castle. Since a dueling token costs 30 gems, you can see that using one to attack the boss will yield you 640 orbs, so that's an exchange rate of 21 orbs for a gem. If you attack the champion, you get 545 scepters for an exchange rate of about 18 scepters for a gem. Trading your coin pouches for scepters will grant you 550 scepters, which is not much of a difference from dueling tokens. However, the exchange rate is much better for orbs, with 1084 orbs for a coin pouch without being the champion. If you are the champion, you only get 5 more, so it's irrelevant. You might as well trade your pouches without going for the champion spot. It's an open war to get the spot anyway, so go for it only if you want to get scepters from your coin pouches. And even then, you'll have to be fast because you can very well be kicked before being able to trade. Try to get the spot early in the morning or late at night to have enough time to make your trades. Using only dueling tokens, you have to trade 8 dueling tokens for a Don Quixote fragment. So price of a fragment is 240 gems, and you will need 11,730 gems to get 50 frags. Fortunately, coin pouches will help us lowering this price by a significant amount. For Erik fragments, cost is a little lower and you need 367 dueling tokens for 50 fragments, which is a cost of 11,010 gems. It's a decent exchange rate for a new hero, but keep in mind that coin pouches won't help us here as they give more or less the same amount of scepters. Price of a fragment is around 225 gems, a reasonable price for a new hero. Good thing as well is that his maiden fragments cost the same. Fun fact, if you're only going for scepters, there are no limited offers bundle that will help you. This is because pouches yield the same amount of scepters than a dueling token. So you're better off buying dueling tokens for 30 gems apiece, rather than investing in any of those packs. Avoid the bait here. It's definitely not the same if you want orbs. Here pouches have much more value, And basically all packs other than the 5388 one will grant better results than buying dueling tokens. The 988 one is the best, and this should not come as a surprise because it contains a whopping 25 coin pouches. A quick word about passes. Avoid them if you're not a whale. But the free daily one is actually pretty good, because all items will be converted into either 20,440 orbs, or 13,675 scepters, with 11 spins as a bonus. Nice! If you want to work on orbs, buying 988 packs all day is the best strategy. Say you want to buy all 70 Don Quixote fragments for 350k orbs. You can reach this amount by buying 11 988 packs and a 688 pack for a total cost of 11,556 gems. This puts the fragment price down to 165 gems, which is incredibly cheap. But you know what's even more incredible? It's the fact that 64% of you people watching my videos still haven't subscribed to my channel. If you like what you're watching so far, please consider it. It doesn't cost you a thing, unlike playing King's Throne, and it helps me growing as a channel. Thanks. Back on topic, such a low price is insane. Granted, Don Quixote is not the best hero out there, but I don't think we get such a good exchange rate very often. It's so good that I'm going to get these fragments for all my accounts instead of playing for Erik. If you spend money, as usual the $1 pack has the best value. Here is what you get from buying only the $1 pack every day, for 7 days. You also score the continual top-up daily VIP 60 rewards and the cumulative tab. In the end, for $7, you get either 21 Don Quixote or 16 Erik fragments, alongside 840 gems and 150 spins. Very, very good return on investment in my opinion. Since we're talking about spins, data collected so far seems to show a 2% probability of getting an orange ball, with probably equal chance to get either a hero or a maiden fragment. That's why you shouldn't spend too many gems here. For men-at-arms, you only needed 40 Kara tokens to max her paragons, with a 1% chance to hit it. Here, you need 400, so that's 10 times more. Probability being the same, but with an increased cost of 360 for 10 spins, it's just too prohibitive if you're a normal human being with limited amount of money. And finally, the game allows you to borrow heroes from other players to hit harder. While the gain is minimal for you, you should still do it every day to help your alliance mates getting free rewards. Put your own heroes for loan for a chance to get those free rewards yourself. Despite a terrible user interface failing to correctly filter heroes, just do it. So to sum up, Duel of Throne is another gem sync event, but with a crazy good exchange rate for Don Quixote items. It's decent if you choose to go for Erik instead, but be ready to spend more on upcoming events to keep building him because you won't get much more than 50 fragments this time. Both Don Quixote and Erik skins are expensive, so don't bother with them for now. They will come back again, hopefully at a cheaper price. Everything else than heroes and their maiden fragments, stamina drafts and heroic maiden tokens are overpriced. I mean, come on, a measly Zodiac Paragon card costs the same than 4 Erik fragments, are you kidding me? If a developer is watching this, please hire me as a consultant to help you price your items correctly because you don't seem to handle it very well. Anyway, that's all for today. Will you fall for that crazy Don Quixote exchange rate, or will you skip the event altogether to build back your gem stash? Let me know in the comments and stay tuned for more videos. Bye bye.